Last season saw us finishing 4th in League A, which means that we are in the Champions League for the second consecutive year, which is very good with this Paris FC team. However, it looks like we will have to go through the qualifications for the Champions League, but we should definitely get through to that. In the Champions League, however, we went out in the round of 16 to Borussia Dortmund, where we lost 6-4. But in Coupe de France, we won our first trophy of the save after beating PSG 2-1 in the final. Looking at the starting 11, I'm still very happy with what we got here at Paris FC. Yes, we don't have the highest rated defense yet, apart from Musa, who is now 84 rated. But I still think we can see some more growth from Coco, Otavio, and especially Sangui, who is just 23 years old. So I don't want to sign a centre back this season if we fail to win League A. However, I will look to sign a new centre back next season. The midfield as well. Tooth was brought in last season and was very good for us. Atta is just world class. Mendy is alright. He's very good in game. He's got good stats, especially going defensively. He's 29 years old, so he's in his peak, but I'm giving him also one more season as the starting defensive midfielder, because in his debut campaign he of course suffered a lot of injuries and he was pretty good last season. The attack is looking good in the starting 11. Kebal is very good for us, so I don't want to swap him out of the team. Tell is also very good in terms of rating, and Njantu had a little bit of a breakout season last year. The bench options in Kudu and Bo are more than good enough as backups, especially considering we don't have the highest rated starting 11 players. This Met is also alright. I may look to sign a new backup left back if this Met doesn't want to stay, I guess, because I think he's got 11 months left and I don't think he wants to stay, so I'll probably look to find a new backup left back. The midfield options are alright. Duche is decent as he's just 26 years old, so he potentially can grow. Lopez is more than good enough. Kamara is on the weaker side, and then we have Simon, Ikone and Gebel, so I will look to sign a backup attacker who can play on the wing and as a striker, and also potentially in the middle. He is French, so you may know who I'm thinking about, and I'll also find a backup left back. This Met has left the club after like 4 years of being a backup option here at Paris FC, and he's found himself a pretty decent club to join. Actually a cool transfer, as he has gone to the championship and joined QPR for 2.4 million. And we can see in the qualifications round to the Champions League, we are up against Fenerbahce, which, to be honest, looking at the other teams, isn't exactly the easiest of teams we could come up against. Maybe the second hardest, as Porto, I would say they are a little bit harder than Fenerbahce, but Fenerbahce or maybe PSV are for sure the second hardest team to come up against, so we didn't exactly get a lucky draw. And our backup option that we will sign for the left back position is Pedro Bondo from Montpellier. Yes, he is a starting left back for Montpellier, but they are in League 2 or Ligue 2 or whatever you say in French, so he wants to play first tier football, so let's sign Pedro Bondo. He won't be too expensive either. He will cost around 11.5 million. He won't play a big part for us, but it's important that we have decent depth in the team if we want to fight for multiple competitions. So welcome to the club, Pedro Bondo from Montpellier for 12 million euros. And the player I was referring to earlier on was Christopher Nkunku. He can play in the middle, he can play as an attacker on the wings and as a striker. He is Paris born, I do believe. He was at least in the PSG academy and for the first team a while ago. And what a cool move this is for Nkunku to go back to Paris, play his final years there at home. So yeah, I really like this signing. Yes, he won't be a starting 11 player, but as he is such a versatile player as he is, he fits our team perfectly. He's still not too old. He is 31, so he's got a couple of years left before he starts to drop in overall, and we can also get him on a pretty cheap deal for around 18 million or 17.4 to be exact. And yeah, just a very fun move, if I were to say so myself. So welcome back home to Paris, Christopher Nkunku. Yes, it isn't the same Paris team as you played for earlier in your career, but we are here to be better than PSG, and potentially Nkunku could play a major role in us for finally to beat PSG in League 1. And yes, like I just said, it's a very cool signing, and we only got him for 19 million as well. And it will be the last year of Moses Simon at the club. He's now 34 years old. He will just continue to go down in ratings. He's on 50k a week, and isn't a starting 11 player anymore. So he will leave at the end of the season once his deals run out, and it's a little bit end of an era, but I hope Moses Simon will find himself a good last move in his career. So the starting 11, or at least our strongest starting 11, remains the exactly same as the previous season, with Encambadio in goal, who is continuing to grow, and he has just been absolutely phenomenal for us. Same for Musa, 84 rated, Coco 82, Otavio 81, Sangui has gone up to 82 now, so he continues to grow, which is good to see. Mendy 82, Tooth 83, Atta 88, Kebal is 83, and Jantu has also gone up a rating this season to 82, and then Matis Tel, who's also gone up, I do believe, is 91. Our bench options are Kodo and Bao, new signing Bondo here, just 24 years old, so he actually could be a potential starter in the future. Not that in this team, because we of course have Sangui, but I thought actually he was a little bit older. I was meant to sign a little bit more of an experienced left back, but anyways, I just looked at the stats. He's got good pace, good dribbling, decent defending and physical, and I thought he would actually be a very good alternative to Sangui. We have Duche still here, Lopez as well, and then Nkunku. 31 years old, yes, he's on the older side, but he brings experience, he has good stats, can play as an attacking midfielder on both wings, and can also be used as a striker if needed. We have Simon here, who is in his last season at the club. Ikone is also still here as a backup right winger, and also Gebels, while we have Butes, Shergui, Kamara and Sissoko in the reserves. Can we fight for the League A title this season? I think we can put up a little bit of a fight, unless PSG have a crazy season. But first, we need to get to the Champions League. The first tie of the Champions League did not go as planned, and as we can see, we are under 2-1 after Fenerbahce's home leg, so we need to actually beat them at our own ground in order for us to play Champions League football next season. And Otavio is also suspended, so we played with 10 men in the first round, which isn't ideal. So we have a pretty straightforward task here. We need to win with at least 2 goals if we want to go directly through, and if we win by just 1, we will have to go through potential penalties, but at least extra time. It's Tooth who has the ball, who finds Matis Tel to Musa, back to Cabal, who finds Musa once again. Musa is unfortunately offside. Nene for Fenerbahce here, back to Szymanski, and it's a good save by Nkabadio. Tolu to Nene, to Ismail, back to Nene, and Fenerbahce have taken the lead, and we are now under 3-1 on Agret, and it looks like it will be Europa League football for Paris FC and not Champions League. Mendy to Atta to Kebal. Can we answer back straight away? Kebal with the shot. Kebal, the crossbar, and down. It's just centimeters from being a wonderful goal. Kebal looking to find the cross. He crosses it to Tooth, but Tooth can't win the header. And Jantu looking to create something straight before the end of first half here. He cuts inside, he shoots, he scores, and he gives Paris FC some hope going into the second half. Matis Tel keeps it. He finds Tooth, who calms things down to Mendy to Atta with a good ball to Tel. He gets past one. He finds Tooth, who tries his luck outside the box, but a whole awful shot. And Jantu, he's already scored, but this time Skriniar stops him. Nene now for Fenerbahce. He finds Tolu, and Tolu scores. And Fenerbahce are leading 2-1 on the night and 4-2 on Agret. And yeah, it's not looking good for us right now, as one of our heroes from the Wolverhampton career mode now scores against us. We win it here with Tooth, who finds Jantu, looking to find someone in the middle, but Skriniar is having the game of his life. Kebal is looking to cut inside on his strong left foot. He does so. Tooth, can he score? No, Conchechao saves. And Nkunku with the corner, looking to bow straight at Szymanski. And Nkunku down the right, looking to find Jantu in the middle. The cross is just not good enough. And Nkunku making the run. He gets the pass from Matis Tel. And Nkunku, you need to score. And that was the chance for us to have something to fight for in the last few minutes, but Nkunku we brought on to get moments like that, unfortunately misses. And yeah, that is probably it, because we are never gonna score 2 more goals now. And Fenerbahce looking to just complete the game with another goal, and Bo blocks it. He gives it back Tolu shoots wide, but we are not getting Champions League football in season number 5. So the negative part, of course, is that we are now in the Europa League and we aren't able to fight for the Champions League. But the main goal of this save is, of course, to win League A over PSG. And looking at the table so far, it's looking good. We have 3 wins out of the first 3 games. We are perfect and we should be able to beat Auxerre as well, who are 8th. They have just won 1 out of their first 3. PSG have won 4 out of 4. And after the Auxerre game, we are actually up against PSG. So could it be a blessing in disguise that we are in the Europa League, as we now can put all of our focus in League A? Potentially this could be the year that we beat PSG, now that we are on the Europa League side. This could be an important game in terms of the title race, as yes, Marseille are leading the lead. But if either we win or PSG wins, we are going to take the league top. So a win here would be absolutely gargantuan, as it would be a huge statement win for us, as we are of course on the hunt to win our first League A trophy. And the good news is that everyone is fit and ready to go for the huge game at Parc des Princes against PSG in what is another massive derby of this career mode. Joao Neves here for PSG, who are looking to create an early chance. Good block or good interception by Saul Coco at the back, and now we can do what we have done in previous years against PSG, and that is to counter-attack. And Jantu against his former team cuts inside, he gets the shot off straight at Thiam. The corner kick towards Otavio, but it gets headed out by Thiam, who is involved once again. But Njantu tries his luck. Joao Neves with the ball to Endrick. Coco involved again, but back to Vitinha, back to Endrick. Good saving Cambadio. And Njantu making the run, he gets the ball from Tooth. And Njantu, can he score this time? No, he can't now either. Mendy to Tooth, who has been heavily involved, and so has Njantu, but this time he is offside surely. Yeah, but I like what I've seen so far in this game. Njantu has been on fire apart from his finishing, who has been not ideal, but at least we are getting the chances. And this is not looking good. Endrick against Saul Coco. Endrick against Coco. He cuts inside, finds Joao Neves, who misses an absolute sitter. And this has been a proper title game so far, with both teams absolutely going for it. But no one has scored yet. But can that change now with Kebal? He shoots, a good save by Chevalier. PSG on the attack again. Endrick to Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore back to Joao Neves. What can the Portuguese midfielder do? He makes a mistake. And can we punish PSG here? Atta finds Kebal. Tell, of course, got a lot of pace, but we are finding Atta instead. Brilliant ball towards Mathis Tell, who shoots. No, Mathis Tell, you need to score there. And that should have been 1-0. Instead, Coco heads it wide. And Endrick now using his pace. Coco using his pace to catch him as well. Good defending pace by Coco right there. And that is fantastic from our centre back. And now he can start an attack here. He finds Tell. Coco makes the run. He gets the ball back. Coco, he's offside. No, I thought he could score. No, 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 no. Rossi to Lee Kang in. He cuts inside. Finds absolutely no one. And PSG have been good today. So have we. But oof. But they are struggling to find that last pass. Well, we are getting to more chances than them. And once again, we are looking to get a shot off here. And Njantu to Kebal. To Musa, who shoots, but Chevalier makes yet another good stop. And Kunku has now come on as a striker, finds Kebal. And can we create something with potentially the last shot of the game? Kebal to Christopher and Kunku. And he scored on his return to PSG, away from home for Paris FC. And he failed to score against Fenerbahce. But I'm willing to say this is a more important goal, as this could be a title race. And what a moment it is for Nkunku, and he just goes absolute crazy. No need to show respect with the importance of this goal. And we subbed him in the last few minutes for this moment, and this is also why we signed Nkunku to the club. He scores and absolutely sends the Paris FC fans to absolute dreamland. And that's also game over. We win 1-0 with a last second goal from summer signing Nkunku. And we have had the perfect start after 5 games in League A. 12 goals scored, 2 conceded, 5 wins. And we have also won against, well, I don't know where I can find this. Let's just go through the calendar so we can see who we have come up against already, because we have of course beaten PSG 1-0, but we have also faced Monaco. So 2 pretty difficult opponents right there we have faced already, and we have the perfect score after 5 games. Hopefully this can continue. I have no idea what's going on, but after 9 games, we have won 9 games. We have won every single one of the league games so far, and that is absolute crazy. Next up is a game. Is it a home? It's an away game to Marseille, so a difficult game here. It could potentially be the first points we drop, but I don't know what to say. 9 games played, 9 wins. That is just insane. We have an 8-point gap to PSG, a 6-point gap to Marseille, and a win here would be absolutely huge. In the Europa League, we have won 2 games and drawn 1, so it looks like we are going all out for that League 1 trophy, as is our goal as well. And Kebel is just continuing his insane goal contribution form for us. 8 goals, 4 assists in 14 games. Mendy have scored 5 goals and got 2 assists from the DM position, and Jantu as well playing everything. 14 games, 4 goals, 2 assists, pretty solid, and Konko 4 goals, and all of them coming in League A, which is brilliant to see. Musa 5 goal contributions, same for Tell, but he needs to step up, and it's good to see that Tooth is getting a lot of assists as well. Unfortunately, we are struggling with some fitness issue on Njantu and Mattis Tell, so I am actually going to start Nkunku up top, and then I'm giving Njantu the start despite having just 41 fitness. And I'm probably gonna sub on Mattis Tell as the striker after a while, and then put Nkunku on the left. But away from home against Marseille at Orange Velodrome. Huge game, a win here, and yeah, I'm willing to say we are definitely the favorites for that League title. Bacola, Pike Shao for Marseille, going into the box, finds Guri with some interesting skill moves. He absolutely sends Otavio the wrong way, and Amin Goru has sent Marseille into the lead, as their number 9 has done against us previous seasons as well. Mendy, who's had fine goal scoring form so far in the season, he tries his luck, but yeah, that is just an awful decision from our defensive midfielder. And Marseille on the attack again. Thankfully Coco this time managed to stop Guri, but Marseille are just keeping up the pressure. I mean, Guri again. Good stop by Enbadio, but I'm not liking what I've seen the first 30 minutes of this game so far. Marseille has been all over us. Pike Shaw with the cross towards the middle. Otavio clears it out. Can we get something from this counter-attack? We have a good chance to do so if Tooth can find Kebal. He managed to find him. Kebal to Nkunku. Kebal joining the attack. A good ball by Nkunku. What can we do now? To Atta, who shoots straight in. Kone, we wins it back. Tooth. A magnificent save from Robin Roofs. The corner kick, however, Otavio wins it to Coco. Angel Gomez clears. Tooth out to Njantu. Crosses it in back to Tooth. And yeah, he gets absolutely bossed in the box right there. Kebal tries a finesse shot, and alright attempt, but not a difficult one for Roofs to stop. Marseille on the attack again. They are just continuing where they left off. Thankfully Sangui wins it. Now that the right back spot is all over the place, we can take advantage of that. Njantu looking to find Tooth in the middle. It's a failed pass, but he gets it back. Njantu finesses it past Robin Roofs, and we have found a massive equalizer as Quinten Njantu score goal number 4 of the campaign. And it seems like the momentum has changed a little bit after that goal, as now we get another chance. Kebal with some brilliant dribbling inside the box, and an absolute rocket by our number 10, is he? Yes, Ilian Kebal is number 10, and that goal is simply world class by our right winger, who has been a very, very positive surprise in this career mode, and he uses his strength there, just dribbling past everyone in the box, and his left foot is absolute phenomenal, and we have turned the game around. We are now leading 2-1 away from home against Olympique Marseille. Amin Gouiri with a good ball to Angel Gomez, who are looking to equalize for Marseille. Angel Gomez dribbles instead of trying to go for the shot. He gets past everyone to Gouiri, and that's a complete wasted chance by Marseille as we just clear the ball as far away as possible. And Marseille are pushing everyone forward, which means that we have some space. Atta can't get the shot out, however. It's still a couple of minutes left, so we just need to keep the ball 1 minute in added time, and we keep the ball, and we have made a brilliant comeback against a Marseille team who were better than us on the day, but we get the 3 points. That's what we care about. And is it too early to start hoping and celebrating the title? Definitely too early to celebrate the title, as there are 24 games left of the season, but we have a 10-point gap to PSG, who lost another game, and 9-point gap to Marseille, so it's looking absolutely insane so far. I have no idea how we have managed to pull out 10 out of 10 wins, but we can't get too carried away yet, but yeah, it's looking very, very promising. And next up is the French Super Cup against PSG. I will not play this one, I will just simulate it, but hopefully we can still beat them in this final as well. We are still leading Liga. We have still not lost a single game. 15 wins, 2 draws, 0 losses in 17. And we are leading the league with 8 points now. So despite us continuing our great form, PSG have won all of their games. So they have actually managed to take a couple of points on us. They were 10 points behind, they are now 8, so it seems like they have found their form. Marseille have completely fallen off, are now 17 points behind us, so it's a title, if you can call it a title race. Yeah, we definitely can. 8 points can definitely go away fast, but PSG are still in it. They are on a good winning streak. Can they beat us in the Super Cup final as well, or how we win that? We have won it. Goals from Kebal and Sangui, and we have won another trophy over our rivals PSG. So now 2 trophies, 1 in a row against them. We won the Coupe de France. We have now won the French Super Cup as well. Okay, this is not looking too promising as of now, as it did a few games ago. We have fallen off a bit. We've lost 1 game. We now have 5 draws. PSG are just a single point behind us. And yeah, I don't know what to say. What have happened? I think we have absolutely completely fallen off in the last few games. Yeah, lost to Strasbourg, a draw against Toulouse. We also went out to the Cup against Auxerre. We also drew against Lille and Marseille. So we have won just 1 out of our last 2, maybe out of our last 5 or 6 games. But next up is Nice, where are they in the table? They are 7th. So we need to win this one to start to pick up some form again, because PSG, yeah, they are there. They are definitely back in the title race, and now it's a pretty dramatic one. But a win against Nice would show that we are still capable of at least winning the games. And Atta is actually up to 90 rating as well. And what would be very nice today is a big win to just make a little statement that we are back to being at our best. Hopefully we can win, at least that's the main part, but if we could win with like 3 or 4 goals, that would be absolutely crucial for the confidence and make a big statement to the rest of the league that we are still in it, and we could get a dream start here as Tooth scores the rebound from Tell's shot, and we have got the dream start and the start we needed in this game against Nice, as Tooth actually has scored 9 goals this season in the league. Mendy wins the ball, Tell makes the run. Can we double our lead early on? We can't right there, as it's a good tackle by the Nice defender. Van Hoot to Brobbey. Brobbey fires a shot off. Easy save for Encambario. And Ndombele, the captain of Nice, who is still playing in Liga, finds Jansson to Ilya Encambario with another stop. Tooth finds Njantu. Tell makes the run, but Njantu goes himself, finds Tell this time around, and Mattis Tell, can he score? He does, and we have a 2-0 lead at home against Nice, and this is the game we hoped for. We just need to carry on for the rest of the game and not completely fall off. As long as we play like this, we will get a good and big important win, as Tell makes no mistakes, 1-1 against the Nice goalkeeper. Tell with a through ball to Kebal. We get another chance. Kebal cuts inside. Atta is with him. Atta gets the ball. Atta shoots. Atta misses the target. Musa to Atta to Kebal. Kebal against Mario Gila. Gila tackles him. And he's going straight up the attack in the second half here. He just keeps the ball here. Bernadeu, we tackled him. Van Hout with the shot. And Cambario with his third great save of the game. The corner kick is hit by Van Hout towards Gila, who absolutely misses the target. Jansen down the left for Nice. Jansen cuts inside. He crosses it to no one as Tooth makes the interception. Mattis Tell keeps the ball. Atta makes the run. Kebal is also with him down the left. Kebal and Vitti makes the good stop. Tooth with the through ball towards Njantu. Njantu shoots. Bento saves. Can we get one more goal here as Arthur Atta goes into the box? He shoots, but the shot is wide. But thankfully, it doesn't really matter as we are still leading 2-0. And that is a strong and important win for us. 2-0 home win. We take that every single day of the week. This is the biggest Paris derby there has ever been. PSG have now taken the lead of the League 1 table as we have fallen off a bit. We were at one point leading the league with like 10 points over PSG, but they are now above it with 2 points. However, next up it's PSG at home, and if we win this one, yeah, we are back in the lead with just then 2 games left to go. But it's not gonna be easy to beat them, but we have a golden opportunity as a little bit of underdogs as well to take back that first position. In the Europa League, we are still here as well in the semi-final, and we won 3-1 against Marseille in the first leg, so we could be in a Europa League final as well. But our main focus is, of course, on Ligue A and beating PSG, and we have 3 players suspended. Please don't tell me everyone is suspended from the league. Please just, someone can please be suspended in the Europa League. I don't want to see 3 players with red cards here. It is 2. Oh, wow. Well, this is not good. 2 players suspended, and both of them are starting 11 defenders. So Mbao gets a shot as the center back, which has happened a lot of times, actually the second time this episode that Otavio is suspended. And also Kodu gets a chance as the right back, which isn't ideal because Musa has just been absolutely insane for us. But yeah, we don't have the strongest team, so we need to play our best for us to even have a chance to win the League A trophy. PSG are getting the first chance of the game, and Moore has scored after just 3.5 minutes. And it's been a nightmare start for Paris FC as Moore scores his 20th league goal of the campaign so far. And just 3 minutes in, we are already on the losing side. And PSG on the attack again. Thankfully, Atta intercepted this time. Can that be the start of a good attack for us? And Jantu to Mattis Tell. Tell finds Kodo, who is joining the attack. Our backup right back. Can he show some class for us? It's good pace from him, good dribbling, and Njantu just completely ruins it. And Enrique tries to double PSG's lead, but Cambario, is forced to make a save. Tell makes the run in behind the defense. Atta finds him. Can Tell score? Tell with a love-driven shot, and it's not enough power on it. Enrique back to Vitinha, to Desiree Doué, back to Enrique. PSG are in control right now, creating a good chance here. Vitinha back to Enrique once again. Enrique still gets the ball to Vitinha, to Joao Neves. Neves is stopped by Coco. Kebal makes the run behind Rossi, the left back of PSG. Kebal, can he score? Kebal scores! It hits the post and goes in. And Kebal with a huge equalizer. And we are on a little bit of an attack here against as Atta keeps the ball here. Kebal makes the run, and PSG's midfield are just standing and looking at us. Kodo to Kebal. Can he get another goal? He can't. Vitinha stops, and is it a corner? It is a corner. In the last minutes of the first half, Kebal with the cross towards Mbao. Straight in Rossi. Vitinha goes inside. Sengoui with a big interception that could be a crucial one for the title race, as we are now on the attack. Atta to Tooth, who of course scored the winner in the Coupe de France last season, finds Kebal, and we have taken the lead. Paris FC have currently made a comeback against PSG as Ilian Kebal scored his 20th goal of the season. A proper battle between him and Mikey Moore, and that is simply world class from Tooth to just find Kebal there. That is brilliant. That is what we do. We are a proper team. Alex Tooth again, looking to find Njanto against Hakimi. Hakimi completely mistimes that. Njanto against his former side. Chevalier stops, and that is just fantastic save. That could have been 3-1. And Tooth again finds Njanto behind Hakimi. Njanto with a Ronaldo flick to his right foot. Njanto, are you kidding me? That is outstanding from our left winger, the former PSG player. Njanto scores an insane goal. The Ronaldo flick to an outstanding finish shot. Look at this. He sends Hakimi into the stands, and the finish shot is perfect, and we are leading 3-1. And unless we completely collapse here, we are back in the first spot for the League A trophy. The Serie A, can he get some hope for PSG? And Cambadio, you are just insane. Good pass to Endrick, and Cambadio with another save. He is just the best goalkeeper in the world. Corner kick towards Endrick again, and the header is horrible. And this should be it. What a historic comeback we have made against PSG. And as things stands, we will win League A with 2 games left to go, but this win is just absolutely insane. Couldn't have been any more dramatic. And the player of the season for this season is none other than our right winger Ilan Kebal, who's been phenomenal. But does that mean that we have won the league title? Let's find out. Of course it does. We have won the trophy. The trophy we're after is the League A trophy, and we have also won the Europa League, and it's the perfect end for this season and this career mode in general, as our goal was to win League A over PSG, and we needed just 5 seasons to do so. And we are the champions of France and the champions of the Europa League. We have won the double, while we also won the Supercopa or Super Cup in France. What a moment for Paris FC, and what a season this has been. We won the league by just a single point, so that win against PSG was absolutely crucial. We scored 77 goals in 34 games, lost just twice. And yeah, the fact that we were leading with 10 points at one point was just, it looked a little bit too good to be true. We were behind PSG while there was just 3 games left to go, but after we won against them, we secured the title with winning both of our remaining games. So we are now the best team in Paris, as we also won the Trophée des Champions against PSG. The Coupe de France was won by Lille. Did PSG go trophyless? Let's find out. No, they won the Champions League, so they have something to celebrate at least. But yeah, we won the Europa League as well, beating Athletic Bilbao, as we knocked out Benfica. We knocked out Ajax, also destroyed Marseille, while beating Athletic Bilbao in the final. So 3 trophies for us: 1 Liga trophy, 1 Europa League trophy, and 1 French Super Cup trophy. And this is how the team is looking at the end of the Paris FC career mode, and what a team we have created here with Paris FC. And Cambadio is the goalkeeper, and he has honestly been the best goalkeeper I've used on FC26 career mode, even though the saves I've played offline, as I've not recorded them, obviously, he has just been phenomenal. Musa also just an incredible right back. What a signing he was. Coco and Otavio also was a good centre-back partnership. Musa, of course, 87 rated. Coco 84, Otavio 83. Sangui also 84 rated. Mendy grew a little bit. He's now 84 rated. Atta was also a phenomenal signing, 90 rated. Tooth reached 85 despite him just staying here for a couple of years. Kebal was just spectacular for us. He is the most surprising player in this team by far. I didn't expect him to play a huge role in this career mode, but he has honestly been one of the best players in this save. Matistel, 92 rated, our highest rated player of this team, but he hasn't delivered insane numbers, if that's I'm allowed to say that. And Njanto on the left reached 84 rating, while we have decent players on the bench and reserves as well. And Simon is leaving at the end of the season, but it doesn't matter, it won't impact us. But it's great to see that he has stayed here for such a long time, despite being on the older side. And Kunku also grew by a rating, which is interesting. Lopez reached 81. Ikone, Goebbels still here, Butes, Shirgui, Kamara, Sissoko as well. And then Cabadio grew by 3 ratings, keeping 14 clean sheets. Sangui scored 3 goals. Bondo got an assist in just 11 games in his debut campaign. Coco 2 goals, 1 assist. Same for Otavio. Musa 5 and 8 from the right back position. DM Mendy 7 goals, 6 assists, 19 goals and 11 assists from Alex to 15 and 13 from Arthur Atta. Well, and Kunku had a pretty big impact, 7 goals, 2 assists, which is good to see that he was definitely worth signing. And Jantu scored 10 goals, got 5 assists. Moses Simon scored a goal and got 2 assists in his final campaign here at Paris FC. Kebal 31 goals, 16 assists, being 31 years old and 85 rated. Goebbels got a lot of game time actually, 2 goals from him. Just 19 from Matistel, 19 goals, 3 assists, despite being 92 rated, is a bit disappointing, but it doesn't matter because we of course won the League 1 trophy. And these are the stats of the Paris FC career mode. We won 1 league title, we won a domestic cup, we also won a continental cup, but we also added a super cup in that as well. 230 games, 136 wins, 429 goals scored. And that is the end of the Paris FC career mode. I hope you enjoyed it because I certainly have enjoyed this save, and I'm so happy to be back on the daily or at least regular uploads. It's been daily for like a week now, or more than a week actually, but I'm just enjoying it and I hope you do as well. And if you have, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And a new career mode is going to start in the very next future, so please keep an eye out for that. I will talk to you guys next time.